Feet up in the air, and bitch, I'm high as heaven. Shooters knock you off, or I'm in Italy with that Mac.
What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to 30,000 Feet, the podcast. My name is Lesso Productions. I'm here with Flash today. You feel me? And I'm going to let him introduce himself real quick. What's going on with you, Brody?
What's up with it, bro? My name's Flash. I'm an upcoming songwriter, rapper from the city, San Francisco, California.
Big facts.
You know.
So, how long would you say you considered yourself an artist? You was like, what, 14, 15 probably? I remember you when you was, I'm going to take it right back to the beginning right away. I'm talking Tribe Squad days, like.
Oh, man, even before Tribe Squad.
Before Tribe Squad, man.
Yeah, before Tribe Squad, I started at the Boys and Girls Club on Excelsior, just getting in the studio with Papa Joe. Shout out Papa Joe. And just being able to, I guess, try something new because I knew I wanted to be a part of something there. Like, I didn't want to, I wasn't really feeling the dance team. I wasn't really feeling, the flag football stuff because there was a lot of favoritism with some of the other kids that were already known there.
Yeah.
So I kind of just took advantage of being in the studio and being in that environment, and I fucked with it tough. Like that was my safe haven. When I didn't want to be in the streets and I wanted to have an alternative to do something.
Facts. You used to work with Sunset a little bit too, huh?
Correct.
Yep. Yeah, facts. Yeah, they miss you over there too. You gotta come by and visit sometime when they open back up.
Oh yeah, I gotta go holler at Vicky and them.
Yeah, you already know Vicky over there, Rhyme Easy still over there, Joe over there. Joe just had a kid.
Yeah, man. Congratulations to Joe and his wife, for sure.
Hell yeah. But shit. All right, so dope. So you've been rapping for long ass time now, we could say damn near 10 plus years.
Yeah, I could say 10 years. Yeah.
All right, bet. So, because I remember meeting you the first time I met you was at SF State on campus.
Right.
And I was walking down to meet one of my other homies who was a breakdancer.
Yeah.
And I had my camera with me. And you stopped me because I was rolling up a wood on the side, like on campus, like it was nothing. I was like 15, 16 years old, not giving no shit. And you was just like, let's smoke and talk. And you was talking to me about music videos and all that, because that was when I used to shoot music videos and everything. And that was when you was really in your bag as an artist. I feel like freestyling for real. Because I remember we used to be in the whip all the time, freestyling. Me, you, and Rich, going to the mall, just freestyling, doing all types of crazy shit. Man.
That was definitely, you feel me? That I feel like that even just that situation is kind of like a sense of like, just the type of person I am. Like I'm always just trying to network with people. Yeah, and always just trying to have my foot somewhere else because I understand that collaboration is big, especially when it comes to music, when it comes to, entertainment, anything under the entertainment umbrella, all comes from collaboration. So I'm very big on that. So you got your paper.
Oh yeah, I got two of them over here. You feel me, rolled up, but you feel me, my paper is last. Plus, I'm trying to lay off the woods for real right now. With the whole Corona shit going on, I'm trying, you feel me? I'm not gonna stop smoking, but I want them to be, you feel me, not horrible.
What you putting in your body?
Yeah, I'm just, you feel me, watching what I put in my body. So, trying to lay low on the woods. Plus, I'm locked down, so I'm smoking all day long. So, what I need 5 woods for, you feel me? I'd rather roll up 7 big ass joints and just stay healthy with it.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't knock papers, bro. I mean, I feel like everybody has whatever they're comfortable with, but at the same time, you feel me? Like, if I'm smoking with my nigga who got a paper, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not hitting the paper because there ain't no wood. Like,
the only thing I'm not hitting is a fucking swisher.
Mm-hmm. That's how I'll smoke this. That's how.
Yeah, that's how. I might not even hit the Dutch.
Yeah, we ain't did that shit since kid.
Exactly. I ain't smoked a fucking swisher or a Dutch in forever. That's how. But shit, what would you say is your biggest collaboration so far as an artist, writer-wise, musician-wise, you feel me? And what would you say one is that you really want to work with?
I say my biggest collab probably right now.
Your favorite. It don't even gotta be your biggest. It could be your favorite artist.
I mean, I would have to say it was probably the song I wrote for my nigga CT Slim, All of You. And I would only say that because I actually wrote the song. It's for another artist, and that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? If that's I'm not gonna say like I put it over my music, like I put other artists before myself because that's not healthy at all. But
Yeah.
I would say that like I take pride in writing for other people. Like I want to make your music just as good as I want to make it for myself.
Facts. Give me more on like the perspective of being a writer too, because I don't really write for other people. I feel like I could. I've never really like, you feel me, like done it for real. It's
Right.
never, like I've never had the position to do it. I've never had anybody really ask me to write a whole song for them.
But as far as like the writer aspect of things, like I feel like you have to have a sense for wanting other people to succeed as much as you want for yourself. So
Facts.
when you write a song for somebody, you're not just thinking about yourself because you already included in the song. Whether you know it or not, you're on the song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're writing it. So you kind of want to put it in perspective of like what would you want for yourself? What would you want? What would you want? How do you personally feel? And how can you transition it through another artist's words?
Yeah.
Or through your own words through another artist's voice. You know
Do
what
you
I'm saying?
find it difficult to put yourself in their shoes sometimes?
I don't really write for the artist in kind of like what they've been through. I don't really
Yeah.
write for like their lives unless I know them personally. You know, if we've had a conversation and we get to know each other and you tell me about, I'm like, okay, hey, we should write a song on that. Like we should,
Yeah.
you know, I might just randomly incorporate it in the song just because I know you, and then I'm gonna be like, I know you, you know, I know that's gonna touch you.
I know you well enough that that's something I could say. Yeah.
Exactly, and that maybe it'll feel more comfortable for you even finding resolution in the situation if you get that off your chest through, you know, through putting it through the song or.
Facts. Facts. Do you so?
Hey, let me see that wood.
So you'd rather go more off of, I would say, like emotion, damn near.
Emotion, I would say also it has to do with the vibe too. You know, we could be in a setting where, you know, I throw on this beat. You know, I could pick the 3-4 random beats, and maybe just the slow one just happens to be the vibe we catch. You know what I'm saying? One of the songs that you know, I'm about to put out One Night, All Action is about to come out. I felt like that vibe was just caught off of just both people being excited to work with each other, but at the same time having a common knowledge of what we want put through the song. I feel like if you just jump on a song, like if I was just to get on a song with you and you used to be like, hey, bro, we talking about this, like, you feel me? Or you just send a verse. If anything, my verse is going to be based off what you already talking about.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I'm doing a feature. Yep.
So in songwriting, it's a similar thing. It's like we want to have a common knowledge of what we talking about, but at the same time, it makes sense to both of us. It's not foreign.
Yep, exactly. Do you have a preferred style? Like by style, I mean
writing?
Like, do you? Yeah, writing style, but I also mean like a preferred style, like overall. Like, do you prefer like energetic music, like making energetic music, like chill music?
I prefer club hits. For
Club.
real. Like like I like club hits. I like you know, I like kind of because I grew up in the era where like when I was in elementary school, I remember like Usher, was like the biggest song. Like, so, you know, if you can kind of like think of that kind of vibe, how it's like an R&B, but it's still hip hop. Like, it's still trending. Like, you can still get up and dance to it, but at the same time, like, when you hear the lyrics, you like, oh, he's saying some real shit. Like, okay, Luke going in. Like, he's saying some real dope shit. Like, that's my kind of vibe.
That's a fact. Hell yeah. I feel with that. I personally feel like the more you can spread yourself out, the better.
Right.
So.
No, don't get me wrong. I write Spanish music. I write pop music. I write other music. I write EDM music. But I feel like I haven't met the right artist yet, or came across the right artist to where we can create that vibe together and it's actually productive. You feel me? But the writing side of it, the writing side's already done.
Yeah. Facts. Do you write in the studio or you write before you go to the studio?
So I went to LA a couple weeks ago. Actually, it's gone on like a month, almost 2 months now.
Yeah.
But when I was out there and we got in the studio, before we even got there, we were already in our Airbnb, and I was just playing beats for the person I was working with.
Yeah.
And in the process of that, I was like, you know what? Like, while y'all chilling and smoking, let me just try to find a vibe for myself. Let me just see how it's going. And when I presented it to him and he was able to incorporate his own, style with it, it went crazy because it was like, oh shit, this go hard. Like, you feel me?
Thanks.
So we basically just jumped in the studio and ended up doing like a rough mix of that. And it's like later on, just like with anything else, if there's, blank spots here and there, we fill them in.
Yep.
Keep it going. You come back to that shit. The song that's actually on his project that I wrote for him was a song that came out 2 years prior. I had already dropped a preview on Instagram and all the stuff, like, you feel me? But the song never came out. It was just a preview. So when the song finally came out, I was like, damn, that's dope as fuck that I wrote that. And that's really like, you feel me? Now I just gotta, get them credits. So it's like,
yep.
Put that on your belt.
Hell yeah. How do you feel about being an independent artist versus signed? I like to ask every artist this question just because I feel like it's one of the most prevalent topics right now with music and the way the industry is shifting. Independence is becoming so much more. You see it a lot more. Back in the day, you used to just be everybody wanted to sign, feel me, get out trenches and move forward and
right.
Maybe eventually become independent later on in their career, but that was never the goal in the beginning. Right. Now, but the Bay Area especially has always had that mindset, I feel like. But how do you feel moving forward? Would you take a deal, or does it matter based off numbers, or are you one of those people who really wants to just stay independent if possible?
So the way I look at deals is I feel like a deal only works every deal is different depending on the artist.
Yeah.
Right. So say you're an artist who from San Francisco, you've never really had no buzz in San Francisco. You just started doing music. You may come across a couple, cool producers. You may come across somebody you do a good song with.
Yo.
And a label ends up picking you up.
Yeah.
For him, that deal might work because he doesn't have a name. He doesn't have anything. So these are all things a label can provide for him because he's not able to make that for himself. He doesn't have enough network. He doesn't move around enough. He's not in enough places where people are familiar with his face and with what he does. So getting with the label works better for him. Now for an artist, for an artist who maybe is a little more popular in the city,
that's like a little blurry.
Yeah, you have a little
blurry from the city. You know that?
Oh, I never knew that. I
seen him walking down the street at Ocean Beach, bro, down my house, bro. I was like, that's a little blurry. Because he had a little chain on. I was like, that's the little blurry chain. I knew who he was. I never really fucked with his music, but I seen the one viral song he had. And I was like, that's him. I know who that is. It's the little ass kid, Lil Blurry, who got signed by Boosie.
Right.
Boosie signed him. I don't know what he's doing now, if he's still dropping music. I think he probably still is. I'm sure he is.
Well, also, too, he's very young.
Yeah, he's mad young. He got mad time. He's probably
so even with him taking the deal, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, may have got him a little more popularity. Now we're familiar with his face. Now we know who he is.
Exactly.
And in the future, if he comes out with something and he does drop it, we'll be like, oh, damn, that's the same little bro that, Boosie put on. Woo, woo. Sometimes these moves are made just to make people relevant. They're not necessarily meant to – because it doesn't change your – regardless if you're with a label, regardless who you sign with, who your distribution is with, if the content of your music is not good enough to be long-term,
yeah, so you're not gonna last.
10 years from now, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be like, oh shit, remember Lesso song? You feel me? 30,000 feet. Oh yeah, bro, that shit was a little clapper. You feel me? That shit was going crazy. You feel me? I'm gonna remember that now.
Facts.
But if it's not, if
you don't continue it,
if it has no consciousness in it, it doesn't have no feeling into it. If your music continuously sounds the same, it's not going long term play out to what you want it to be.
There's got to be growth.
You got to be able to tap in with different realms. You can't be scared to work with different artists. I feel like that's a big problem within our city.
Yeah, and that's perfect segue into my next question, which is I've asked pretty much everybody this so far. Do you believe the Bay Area curse is real? As in, like, you blow up in the Bay, you're stuck in the Bay. Because that seems to be the case for the past, I'd say, 10 years.
Well,
maybe more.
I mean,
and I don't count Sack.
I don't count Sack either. To be honest with you, I think that we hold ourselves to a standard, and what we allow to be popular, we only allow it to go to a certain length. You know what I'm saying? We can't. We don't allow. We don't allow the artists who, you know, put
The
just
minute
saying
you get
just
somebody
rap.
who wants
Yeah,
to
just,
try and go mainstream, we stop fucking with them.
no, not even just mainstream, but just if you're somebody who allows yourself to network with people outside the Bay, but you don't network with people inside the Bay, like it doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you go? Why would you want to see other people benefit from the work that you put in and the work that you do from a place that they're not from? You're from a place they're not from, but the people that are from the place you're from, you limit them to that.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of it's harder to work with you in a sense.
Is Capilau from the Bay?
Who?
Capilau? I think that's how you say his name.
Oh, Capolo? Yeah.
Capilau? Yep.
Capolo, yeah. He from the Bay. He from Oakland.
Yeah. All right. So as of now, like in the past 10 years, I see 3 artists breaking out of that mold, which is him, G-Eazy, and Larry June.
Okay, so let me tell you the difference on all 3 of those. Capolo has the street.
Features. He got the streets, but he also got the features from Atlanta, from New York.
He's got enough DJs playing. He's got enough DJs playing his music in the club. That's enough
but not just in the Bay though. Like
other places. Yeah, I've heard his music in LA. I've heard.
Go out the way, you hear his music. Like that's what I feel like is.
So that's what
about
he has.
Bay Area artists. We got hella artists in here who could go crazy in other cities and really do it. But we
Larry June,
put him in the box and we don't let him out.
Larry June has pushed his name outside of the Bay Area.
Yeah.
He connected with people.
The currency.
Just his last tape he did. You know what I'm saying? Cardo Got Wings. He did it with Cardo. Like that, it's a banger. It's a pistol.
And it was gas.
And you from the Bay. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I see him number 5 on the hip hop charts on Apple Music. So I know he's transcended the Bay Area.
So he's got that. And then what was the other person you said? Jeezy signed to E40. He's on.
Yeah, but he's transcended the Bay Area on a global scale.
To E40 though. You got.
I'm not saying he left the Bay.
Remember when Nef the Pharaoh was doing OVO fucking photo shoots? Like it's right when you have.
I'm just saying he is one of those 3 artists in the past 10 years who is.
You have a very high Bay Area mogul as somebody who can.
I'm not saying he left the Bay, but I'm saying he broke out of the.
His music transcended outside of the Bay.
Transcended outside of the Bay.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like a lot of us end up getting stuck with as artists. If you're a Bay Area, I see it happening.
Because you got to move around. You can't just allow yourself.
With like a bunch of these other cats, like they're here, they're recognized, they're streamed. You go to Philadelphia though, you go to Miami, you go to Atlanta. I doubt they know who they are. Not no disrespect, but I feel like we're trapping these good artists who have potential.
Bay Area. Because we're not taking these trips. We're not networking with these artists who are in other places. Or even with that, it's like this is my method for a lot of like when I work with different artists too, is that a lot of these artists want a bag, right? And if you're an independent like artist like myself, you need to understand business before you understand trying to get a bag. You feel me? And so my thing is, if I'm gonna work, just like if I'm an Atlanta artist, you feel me, and I'm a popular Bay Area artist, quote unquote, both of them might want a bag. He might charge a bag. He might be with Atlantic. He might be with Empire. Both of them might want a different bag. But on the business side, I feel like both artists need to bring a bag to the table because it's not going to take just making a song together that's going to get it popular.
That's what I was just talking about on the last episode with Contraband Cartel, because he asked me, he was like, how much would you want for a feature, if I wanted to put you on a project as a
right.
I was building a project and I needed you on feature to do a song for me, how much would you charge? And I was like, to be honest with you, I wouldn't want to make you pay me for the feature. That money needs to go into the promo for the song.
Exactly.
Like, right now we're in a building stage. Like, we're not at that point. Like,
yeah, we're independent.
You're some artist from Alabama, from somewhere I don't know, and I don't know you. You're hitting me up to the DMs for a feature. I said, charge you.
Yeah, for sure.
You're somebody I know I can work and build and actually do something with like that. I'm putting the potential behind the song.
Right, exactly. Because that's what's more important at the end of the day. We can make the hottest song, but if we don't put people behind it, we don't get decent cover art. We don't sit here and try to plan a video. We don't see
the gimmick could go towards the video instead. It could go towards the promotion on Instagram or on Facebook or on
right. Or even if it's just us, setting down when we're gonna, setting up a trail of when we're gonna release the song. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this on the first day. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop a photo on this day. Let's, you need a promo video. Let's do a promo video on this day. Let's get a shout out from da 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 da. Like, it's famous people who doing $60 shout outs. You know what I'm saying? Do your homework. You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing what you need to be doing, that's on you. You take the loss. But yeah, I have came across artists that have been like, hey, I charge this bag, and I've been like, hey, let's put a bag on the table together. You feel me? If this is what you charging, think how much promotion and shit we can get behind it. Think how many DJs we can get.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't want to just
how much money you can make off the back end if you invest in it, rather than if you just charging me for your presence and your name.
And that's cool. I respect all that. You feel me? But it's like, I know enough people. I got enough friends who already, got Grammys and plaques and stuff. Like, you feel me? So that shit doesn't excite me. Like, whether you got a blue check on your Instagram or, what I'm saying, just even if your music is streaming and people are really fucking with you heavy, you feel me?
Yep.
Artists need to respect artistry, you feel me? And then we need to add the business aspect into it. It's like, you feel me? Like, let's put our money together. And, you know what I'm saying? Why hasn't there been somebody in the Bay Area who's been like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm E40. I'm gonna put together this hot mixtape for the city. You feel me? Okay. Burner put together a hot mixtape for the city. Yep. Real artists, if you serious, you feel me? Drop your 750. You feel me? Drop your 750. You get your beat. You feel me? Woo, woo, woo. If y'all two artists that want to collab together, then feel me? It's 1,500 or whatever. However, it's gonna be orchestrated. Like, let there be something where it's constructive for independent artists to be able to build with people who already have the platform to provide that. Because I feel like it's not being orchestrated out here. Nobody is willing to put their ego aside to be like, hey, you know what? I see Lesso. He dropping video after video. He doing his thing right now. You feel me? Like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, how can we put something together where I'm doing, something towards, even if it's just getting the knowledge of where you're coming from right now and how you're building. You know what I'm saying? Chipping the fee, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Let's put some money together. Like, you feel me? You really want to learn all this? You feel me? You want to learn how to copyright? You want to learn how to get your shit together? Let's put a bag together. Let's take it seriously.
Yep, exactly. I want to transition real quick before we end it into your music and what you have coming out eventually throughout the rest of the year. I know we got a song coming out together June 12th, and I'll put a little preview for that at the end of this episode, so y'all can hear a little snippet of that before it come out. But what else besides that do you have coming forward?
I got a couple singles for myself that I'm gonna end up dropping. I got, Spotify about to go up. Just got, recent artwork back and everything that I made for that. So definitely the Spotify is going up. The Apple Music is going up. Just all the things I didn't have before for myself as an independent artist are all
now in play.
Yeah, everything's coming into place. Like, everything has a time. Like, and I'm glad I came into it having my business correct instead of depending on the label to get those things orchestrated for me or depending on anybody to do those things. Because, I just don't see it as professional. I don't see how you can go into a business,
not knowing the business.
People get jobs and they don't read the guidelines of the job. Like, if you slip and fall and you work here, how do you not understand how this works? How do you feel me? So that doesn't make sense to me. So I feel like, I see people all the time And you know, you see artists all the time crying on Instagram and, oh, I hate the label, they not letting me drop it. You should already have artist control. Like why can't Rod Wave drop his song when he wants to? How does Megan Thee Stallion not have control over her music? How do you have so much money?
Man,
business aspect wasn't already taken care of for yourself before you thought about signing with somebody.
For real.
So I'm not okay with that. I don't respect that.
Hell yeah. Do you have any but you're coming out mostly dropping this stuff probably summertime?
Yeah, I got a couple singles I'm gonna drop in the summer, and then towards the end of the year, towards my birthday is when I'm really trying to get this, you know, I got a 3-song EP, shout out De La Music. We got something coming out. You feel me? And you know, that's I'm gonna just put my foot in that. You feel me? I'm gonna just, you know, I'm gonna put it in something nice. I'm gonna come with a, you know, a club banger. I'm gonna come with an R&B banger. I'm gonna come with, you know, something different. And I feel like, you know, that's gonna be, you know, some nice little work to end the year off with.
Hell yeah, fact.
Definitely got that single coming with you too. You feel me? So
yeah, look out for it. June 12th is gonna come out. Me, Flash, and Blaster all on the track. You feel me? Coming hard too. No sympathy. You already know what it is. That being said, thank you for joining me on 30,000 Feet the podcast. We could chop it up a little more ourselves after that, but you already know I'm gonna have both our Instagrams going underneath our pictures right here, so you know. And whatever link you could send me, I'll throw that in the description below so they could access your music or your pages, whatever. Type shit like that. And if you already know, you're locked in.
Hell yeah, appreciate you for having me, bro.
Off top.
You got going.
Hell yeah. Most definitely appreciate it. Good looks, buddy.
Go to the mob, I say plug like a phone charger. We the main attraction, little bitch. You just co-starring, dumb bitch. I'm hanging up the phone if this hoe bothered. I ain't getting dragged into any little hoe's problems. Bitch got daddy issues, probably ain't got no father. White girls drinking and they fiending for the snow powder. Loud packs stinking up the house like there ain't no shower. Bitch stop acting like the shit, you ain't got no power.
I just ran through like 5, it's time to double back. On the road to get a bag, you broke his fucking math. Them CPM's good, so it's time to run the commas up. Niggas never took no risk but lying that they dollars up. Yeah, all facts, little nigga. Remember we was trapping out the back, little nigga. You ain't never did shit, you just rap, little nigga. Drop a Cessa in my city, you get taxed, little nigga.